So in what sense Parmenides rejected change? Obviously, he can't deny that there is change. Yeah, so there is change, but he denied change. How does he reconcile it? These two facts that we do see change. But he denied change. So how do you make sense of that? I think one way to make sense of this is to I don't know whether he invented this distinction. For sure he didn't. It's something which probably is as old as human beings. The distinction between appearance and reality. So the distinction between appearance and reality. So what he said was that it changes only appearance. It appears to us that things are changing, but in reality, things are not changing. Things are unchanged. Things are stationary. Obviously, you can play this distinction in how you conceptualize the basic dictum of Parmenides that changes an illusion and the reality is stationary. And since we don't have we only have few sayings of Parmenides, we don't have his books and things, so we can't say how he argued about those things, but his disciples did. So, for example, he could say, so the basic distinction is appearance and reality. So, for example, we see illusions. We experience illusions where things appear a certain way, but on inspection it turns out that they are not as they seem in reality. For example, mirage, which is experienced in certain conditions. But on close inspection, we see that mirages are what they are. They are optical illusions caused by atmospheric conditions. So, in our experience, there is a basis for the distinction between appearance and reality, and there is a basis for saying that what appears to us to be might not be as it appears to be, and the reality might be totally different from what appears to be. Although, in order to claim that the change is an illusion, you have to make a much more drastic claim, because mirages and optical illusions are exceptions. They are not rare. They are rare. They are not the rule. On the other hand, change is, we can't say that change is an exception. So that's a possible objection against those philosophers, not just Parmenides, but modern philosophers who take in their epistemology illusions as something foundational and try to overcome it, for example, even. The objection against them is that the illusions are exceptions. They are rare. So we can't base our whole idea of reality as if illusions were universal. Okay. It's like basing our life as if it was a dream, and dreams are very limited part of our experience, for example, and wakefulness or being awake and being non-dreaming in a non-dreaming condition seems to be more universal. So that's a possible objection against it. But anyway, I just wanted to give an idea of where they are coming from. So Zeno advanced several arguments involving paradox to reject the possibility of plurality and motion.